Hello, my name is Kasuga, and this is my vlog number 4. So the first thing I'd like to talk about today is the use of autotune in the music industry today. Autotune is a voice enhancing tool that is being used when someone's vocals might be off key, and they use autotune to turn those vocals on key so it doesn't sound as bad. Autotune has been included in pop music since the late 1990s when popular pop singer Cher used autotune in the now famous song Believe. At the time, the technology was more innovative as the sound was never really heard before it was more really raw vocals and never really used technology, or they didn't really discover the technology to help enhance the voice. At the same time, the technology was very innovative as the sound was really never heard before. Some people, especially in the rock scene, were kind of appalled as they thought it was a disrespect to true voices, as they believed that autotune was awful because it kind of made it sound like a robot was singing over the track. This shows that even though that there was a lot of push forward with new technology, there was still a lot of backlash when it came to people in the music industry because they felt kind of disrespected. But even though there was still some backlash when it came to autotune, after the track was released from Cher throughout history, you would see more and more songs that would use autotune specifically. In 2008, R&B artist T-Pain prided himself in all his songs to include autotune. So pretty much, instead of using his real voice, he would always just mask his voice with some autotune to make it sound kind of a little bit more interesting and more intriguing to the listener. Autotune, however, isn't only to mask someone's real voice, but it can also be used as an art form. For example, one of my favorite artists of all time, Kanye West, used autotune in one of his albums. In his album, 808 Heartbreaks, Kanye uses autotune to frequently in his music. Kanye isn't known for having the best singing voice, but he uses the autotune honestly to his great advantage, as the autotune kind of adds some depth and some layers, which kind of add a story layer to his music. Autotune is a big thing that has came from the music industry from the past few decades, and whether you agree with it and you think that it just masks voice and you don't like it at all, or you think that it's being used for artistic reasons, it honestly has really shaped the music industry for the better. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the rise in people moving to more of a pop sound in the music industry, or what the book would call popetism. Popetism is when an artist moves from the origins of their original sounds, such as let's say country, and move it to a more pop sound, which is more appealing to a bigger and general audience. Excuse me. For example, an artist that I could for sure see moving into more of a pop sound than what she had before was Taylor Swift. To start off her career, Taylor Swift was mostly known for playing country music and being that kind of like teenager that wrote like heartbreak songs, but it was kind of more of a country feel to it. But over time, she really seemed to be moving into the bigger pop and mainstream sound, as she would come out with hits as Shake It Off. Even though artists move into a mainstream, I would always really ask myself kind of like, why would you try to change your sound that originally was meant for you just to get more viewers? Because wouldn't you just want to keep it more genuine and to how you want your music to be? But I guess some people think differently when it comes to the situation and moving to more popular sound. Some people think that it's a bad move to go against the original content because, like I said, they think that they should just be true to who they are as artists and not just be a sellout to the corporations that just want to use your music just for the hits, even though it's not what you want to write. Whether or not you kind of like pop, you can't really deny that it's been taking over the Billboard charts. You would always have songs by Ariana Grande, who has more pop music now, and more music from The Weeknd. All of them have been able to use the pop sound and mash it together for them to get more of a radio hit and for them to get more listens when it comes to their music.